Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our city council meeting will be starting in 1 minute.
This Oak Park City Council meeting is called to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. City Clerk Ed Norris, would you call the roll?
Mayor McClellan.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Here.
Councilmember Burns.
Here.
Councilmember Rich.
Here.
Councilmember Weiss.
Here.
Okay. We have a quorum. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The agenda is approved. The consent agenda. These are routine items presented for City Council approval without discussion. Anything can be removed for discussion if a council member requests. A, regular council meeting minutes of September 16th, 2019. B, public safety activity summary for August 2019. C, Beautification Advisory Commission meeting minutes of May 21st and June 18th. D, request to reschedule the Recycling and Environmental Conservation Commission meetings of October 16th and April 16th, 2020. Request to approve payment of invoices from materials testing consultants for material testing on the 9 Mile Pocket Parks project and the water main replacement program for the total amount of $8,357.09. F, request to declare vehicle surplus to be sold by sealed bid, public auction, or disposal at the lowest expense to the city in accordance with city policy. G, licenses new and renewals submitted for October 7th, 2019. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved. We have no visiting elected officials, but we do have a special recognition in celebration of Oakland County's 200th birthday. So on March 28th, 2020, Oakland County will celebrate its 200th birthday. And the celebration will include all 62 Oakland County communities in various events, such as 200 oak tree plantings, festivals, concerts, and more. And whereas Oakland County is home to 1.25 million residents in 907 square miles, 11 colleges and universities, key role in the Civil War, epicenter of the auto industry, arsenal of democracy, pivotal roles with civil rights and union organization, home to the titans of industry, entertainment, culture, and politics, and whereas the City of Oak Park recognizes the significance of Oakland County's bicentennial celebration and looks forward to participating in the many events honoring the outstanding contributions of the county. We urge the citizens of Oak Park, the businesses, nonprofit organizations, and schools to take part in the commemoration of this historic endeavor. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the City of Oak Park proudly joins the other 61 communities in Oakland County to designate the beginning of this celebration on March 28, 2020, the 200th birthday of the founding of Oakland County, Michigan. And here is the proclamation. We don't need to accept it or do anything to it, no? Okay, there's no public hearing or communications. There was a communication from a neighbor who said the four-way stop hasn't completely solved the traffic problem. People slow down. And we have a Traffic Safety Commission coming into being tonight that is charged with dealing with these problems. Item 10, special licenses. Request for special event license and waiver of the application fee as submitted by Oak Park School District, 13900 Granson, for the annual high school homecoming parade to be held on Friday, October 11th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
I think this one's going to pass.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay, we grant that special license. There are no accounting reports or bids. We're down to number 13, ordinances. Need approval of a second reading and adoption of an ordinance to amend Section 2-329, Composition and Tenure. C, Terms of Office of Chapter 2, Article 3, Division 6, Traffic Safety Board of the Code of Ordinances, City of Oak Park. Is there a motion to adopt this?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Discussion or questions? This is forming the new board to deal with all of these problems of side street speeding and all. The terms are staggered. Can the city attorney explain the staggering of the terms?
Yes, good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. The proposed amendment staggers, since this is an initial appointment of a commission board, it staggers the initial term so that we will have one member remaining after the expiration, and this amendment also limits the term of all members to 3 years.
Wonderful. Okay. Any discussion or questions? All those in favor? Oh, I think
Aye.
we need a roll call for an ordinance. Yeah.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Motion carried, and we have a new traffic safety board, and we will be interviewing members shortly. City Manager Eric Tungate, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of council. I'd like to ask Assistant City Manager Kevin Yeat to join me at the podium for 15A, which is one of my favorite projects we do.
Good evening. Attached is a request from Owen Tree Service for a contract extension for the 2019 block tree pruning project M707. This project includes tree pruning, crown cleaning, and tree removals throughout the city. Owens Tree Service has indicated they would like to extend their 2018 unit prices to perform this work for a one-year term. The total project cost is $90,000. There is $45,000 budgeted in both the major and local street funds to cover the cost for this project. It is recommended City Council approve the offer for the contract extension from Owen Tree Service for the 2019 block tree pruning project M707 for the total amount of $90,000.
Is there a motion to approve the contract?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. I have a question. Have we used Owen Tree Service before?
Yes, they did the project this past year, and we're extending it again. They've done a nice
And
job
we're happy
for us.
with them?
Yes.
Happy with their, any
They're
other
great
questions?
pruners.
Yes.
Is there a reason why we are extending the contract versus bidding it out?
Well, they did a great job for us. The way that prices are going, just in general, for all of our contracts have been going up. So we think it's a good deal and a good price, and we'd recommend approving a contract extension.
Okay.
Good.
I do have one more question.
Yeah.
I've had residents reach out to me with questions about tree trimming, and I know we have a lot of oak trees, obviously, in Oak Park, which cannot be trimmed in the summer. They have to be trimmed in the winter.
Correct.
If a resident does have a concern about a tree, what's the best thing that they can do to address that?
If it's a city tree, which would be between basically the sidewalk and the street, or in a park, they can call our Public Works Department, and we generally will take a look at them and see if it's a priority tree or what the condition of the tree is. So the best thing to do is call our Public Works Department. We review trees routinely for residents that call, and our number for the record, 248-691-0600. 7497.
Thank you.
And
we should
there's
a-
a
we should ask
waiting
for you.
list, right?
You can just, actually, we do work orders for anyone that calls in, so it'll go to the foreman who would review it.
I'm
And
gonna call and ask for you.
you can, and I'll gladly talk to you anytime.
Troublemaker.
Just a
There
comment.
is a waiting list, so that if somebody calls and puts requests a tree, that they shouldn't expect it next week.
If it needs a routine, just a routine cleaning up of the tree, then yes, it'll be put on the list based on priority and based on location of where we're trimming. If there are what we consider any hazards or any priority or higher priority, we would move it up the list, obviously.
All right, yes.
No, I just want to make a comment, and that is absolutely true. The department, I had an issue with one of the trees in front of my house. I did not call and say, this is Councilmember Burns. I just called and said I live in Oak Park, gave them my address, and told them the problem with the tree. They were there within a week.
Great, good to hear.
Yeah, because it was coming down on the roof, and it was in a driveway, touching the cars, and within a week, it was gone. So,
If
thank
you would have said you were Councilmember Burns, it would have been 2 weeks.
That's why I didn't. Thank you.
That's the Councilmember Radner standard, sorry.
Ready for a vote? Roll call, please.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Okay, 15B, Assistant City Manager Yi.
Thank you. Attached are proposed change order number 2 and payment application number 2 for the 2018 sidewalk replacement project M676. The change order is an increase due to additional sidewalk that was needed to be completed to rectify some standing water issues. The project is now 100% complete. It is recommended that proposed change order number 2 for the 2018 sidewalk replacement project M676 to Italia Construction be approved for the total amount of $400.63. And it's further recommended that payment application number 2 for the same be approved in the amount of $5,400.63. Funding is available in the Sidewalk Program Capital Improvement Fund.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the change order?
So moved?
Second?
Moved and seconded. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay, 15C, Mr. City Clerk.
Thank you. Tonight, we have a request from the clerk's office to purchase 3 Verity Scan digital ballot scanners from Hart InterCivic for the total amount of $16,635. Last November, Michigan voters passed Proposal 3 that provided some changes to election law. One of those changes is the addition of no reason absentee voting. Because of this, we're anticipating a larger number of absentee ballots for 2020 election cycle in particular. So we're requesting these additional tabulators to process the extra ballots. We have actually budgeted in this budget $17,000 for this expense. So officially, we have a request to purchase the 3 Verity scanners for a total of $16,335. $635.
Okay, is there a motion to approve this request?
Still moved?
Second?
Discussion, what do these things do exactly, these machines?
Well, these are the exact same scanners that the voters put their ballots in the
Okay.
precinct. We have these available for our absentee counting boards to tabulate the ballots, the absentee ballots, on Election Day.
Got
And
it.
so, therefore, the increase, we need
Got it.
additional ones to get it done.
Questions? No. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Yes.
Motion carried.
15D, I'd like to ask our Finance Director, Sandra Crawford, to join me at the podium, please.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, City Manager Tungate. Item 15D. Attached, you will find a list that was compiled by the Deputy Treasurer for a list of outstanding charges for the following issues, which is miscellaneous concrete replacement, property blight, sidewalk replacement plans, and delinquent utilities. And the attached is a resolution authorizing the city assessor to prepare a special assessment roll assessing unpaid charges together with a 10% penalty on private property for delinquent utilities totaling $38,703.03, miscellaneous concrete replacement of $3,265.43, property blight for $32,136.15, sidewalk replacement, that amount is $71,396.63, and the sidewalk replacement payment plans is $1,580.91. The recommended action is to adopt the attached resolution authorizing and directing the city assessor to prepare that special assessment.
Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Discussion or questions?
I just gotta look for my address 1 second. The record should reflect that that was a joke. Oh, there it is.
Are the utilities higher than usual?
Delinquent utilities? No, not really.
No, okay.
Pretty much.
Any questions?
So the delinquent utilities are basically the water and sewage bills, right?
Yes. Yes.
Call for vote.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes,
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
motion carried.
Finance Director Sandra Crawford, 15E, please.
So with the following being approved, we're asking for this resolution to receive the special assessment roll, establishing October 23rd, 2019 as the date for the public hearing of the rolls for the unpaid charges for city expenses incurred on private premises for the delinquent utilities, special assessment number 685, miscellaneous concrete replacement number 686, property blight number 687, sidewalk replacement number 688, and sidewalk replacement payment plans numbers 689.
Okay, is there a motion to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
Second?
Moved. Are there questions, discussion? Yes.
How will people be notified of the public hearing?
We send out letters, and then there's also, we put a notice in the paper.
And how can people, if they are debating the charge, how can they let us know?
They will come to that public hearing and speak, or they can do it by letter.
They can send in a letter,
To the
or
city.
they can come to the public hearing.
That is correct.
They can meet with people out in the lobby if they
Yes.
don't want to come to the microphone,
That is correct.
or they can come to the microphone. Those are their
Right.
choices.
And the ones that don't want to come to the microphone, the city clerk reads those into the minutes.
Super, okay. We're ready to vote? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Madam Mayor, members of council, that completes the city manager report for this evening. Thank you.
Excellent. Call to the audience. Please either give us or write down your name and address, and limit your comments to 3 minutes.
Ed Bass, 24250 Kipling, Oak Park. What's happening to Kroger's?
We will give you an update. You're going to like the update, yep. Let's have an answer to that one, just.
Yeah, update on Kroger's is they closed on the property last week, and they'll be beginning construction at the end of October.
And then to call you back, what's happening at the other end of that?
The other end of Lincoln Center?
Yeah.
3 of the stores needed to be moved in order to accommodate Kroger's size. So they are renovating that side of the complex right now. They'll finish the entire complex eventually, but they needed to move those 3 stores immediately so Kroger's can move forward with the project.
Wonderful. Thank you. We're all curious and waiting with bated breath.
Yes, so am I.
Successful completion after a lot of moving
4
parts.
years of work, yes.
Yes, very impressive. Okay.
Joyce Bannon, 10611 Troy. I'm here to say thank you for turning on your microphones this month. I could hear everybody really well. I'm hoping that I hear good things from the people at home that watch the program, because last month they told me they could only hear me last month, and that's not always good, so I just want to say thank you.
All right, super. Mayor Pro Tem.
Everybody, have a good night.
Councilmember Burns.
Thank you for coming out. Have a good evening.
Councilmember Weiss.
Good evening, everyone. Just a couple announcements of some upcoming events. At the library this Sunday will be the beginning of the concert series. So you can come by at 3 o'clock to the library. This Sunday will be Ari B. and her Blues Boys. So hope that you can make it to that. Also, Boo Bash, as a reminder to everyone, has been moved. Traditionally, it's been always on Halloween. We have moved it up to Saturday, October 26th from 5 to 8 in the community center. All of the same events as normal will be there. Cider and donuts. You can, children can trick or treat through the community center. Come in costume. It's a lot of fun. The hope is that since we've moved it to the Saturday prior to Halloween, that more people will be going into the community and trick or treating. And also to encourage that, we have our first annual Beautification Awards going on right now. And so we encourage residents to decorate their homes for Halloween. If you want to nominate yourself or a neighbor who has a very lively Halloween decorated house, there is a award nomination form that you can pick up from the Recreation Center. And it is being sponsored this year by Best Friends Childcare in Oak Park. There's different stipulations for it, but basically it needs to be up by October 14th, and it needs to be submitted prior to that by October 10th if you want to be considered and nominated. So a few days away to get that in. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
What's the date of Boo Bash again? That's Saturday?
October 26th.
Okay. And starting at what time?
It's 5 to 8 o'clock.
5 to 8. Thank you. Councilmember Rich.
Good night.
I would just like to note that an Oak Park resident, Willie Payne, died at age 64. He was the former mayor of Pontiac, a 20-year veteran of the Pontiac Police Force, author of a children's book called My Friend the Policeman, that shows commonalities between the police and their families and the families of the residents that they serve. There will be a public memorial in Pontiac, the funeral with his family in Louisiana. He served the Oak Park Library Board for several years as a monitor for the teens and was a beloved library patron. Thank you, and thank you for coming, and have a good night. I don't know who gets this one to